Hi there, it's Janice Thomson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. And today I'm filming the third card in the June 2025 class in the post. So I've got all the bits at the side here. And it's a stepper card, a large stepper card. Oops. So it's got four mountains in it. 1, 2, 3, and the big one is 4. So I don't know how well that shows up on the video. But it's not a complicated card, but I think it is a bit of a showstopper. And it does sit nicely once you arrange it. You need to make sure that you fold and burnish the scores quite firmly so that it'll do what you want it to do. I've made this one as a congratulations. The background that I made in my sample is actually putting the ink in the embossing folder first, which if you have the embossing folder you can go ahead and do for yourself. However, some people don't have the that are doing the class don't have the embossing folder, so they have the embossed piece, and so we can ink that in a different way. So I'm just going to pop all these bits and pieces for the boats to the side, and first of all show you the basic construction. So in your kit you have 2 folded 14.5 by 14.5 card bases. So you need one of the card bases and then you have another one, and I've actually put the scores on for you. So this is actually this one is the full length of an A4 piece of card. This one is slightly shorter. It is 29 centimetres. You see, that's just that bit, and it's scored at 14.5. So this one we need to fold and burnish the score lines, and then we can join. So we can take that one. So the first one is a mountain fold, and then that one, if you do it that way, it's a mountain. But if you do it that way, it's a valley. So it's up to you, whatever way round you go about this. Just try and make sure that everything is straight as you go. And then you have this little piece here at this end. Let's fold that up and score it. Now, what I want, I don't know how, there's not enough space here to show you. I'm going to add a thin bit of glue there, and just glue the square card base to the back of that, being careful to not go over the score line with that. And that's probably why I use wet glue, but you can use a tape runner or double-sided tape. I'm going to just flatten that out a wee bit just till I do this. So this is how you make the complete card base. So not a lot of glue, just a thin line. If you use too much glue, you will get in a mess and your card will start being glued shut and things. So we just want to bring this over and just watching that it's straight and making sure that it's just on the edge of the score line so that will work properly. Whoops, so that's your base card. and you can reinforce the score lines with your bone folder to so that paper just sometimes needs quite a bit of persuasion to do what you need it to do. So there you go. That is the base card, and then really it's just a matter of preparing what you want on each layer and sticking it on. So I just do it if you want to take a screenshot so that you can know when you're doing it, or that way. In the PDF I have put a photo of it side on. So we have, in your kit you have an embossed piece with the boat in the middle, and you have a piece that's been embossed with the soft waves. So we need to cut some of that, but let's see what we're going to do with this. There's loads of ways to add colour to this piece. One is just to simply swipe it. And that gives you a kind, and that's on the bit where the boat is raised, and that gives you a moody, you take a bit, add a bit more if you want, gives you quite a moody sort of picture. But then if you want, you could go into the deboss side, and I thought just quickly to show you another way to add colour here, and that would be, you could use your blends and colour in the deboss parts. Or on this one I'm just going to use a blending brush here and just add some colour into the debossed part there. And you can even use your watercolour pencils if you wanted, or your my brain's not come with me today. Your Stampin' markers or your blends, any of that. It's just to go in and colour in the bits of the boat, the debossed. But this is early espresso. I am making this part up as I go. You make your background. You could even use the DSP, to be honest, if you wanted, and just cut out the boat and add that. I think maybe add some grey or pale blue. I don't have a blue out, of course. Right, some pale party might go into the clouds, and let's see, another shade of blue maybe into the waves. So lifting some pool party on here, and then just adding that into the sort of depressed bits of the clouds and the debossing bit. And probably just do the same in the sea, just to add another shade there. Similar idea to when we did this with one of the floral embossing folders. We'll leave that we'll leave that one just, and then you take whichever dark blue you're using, because this is the deboss side, you just take your time. This does give an arty look. If it's not your cup of tea, then use DSP and just fussy cut out the boat. And just add for as long as you want to get the mood. You could go even lighter if you want. Just depends how juicy your ink pad is. And you know, you could go in with the colour and colour that up even more. I'm going to leave it at, oh, I need this out. So then, so that's my colour, that's my picture you can choose. So I've got a choice when I come to stick it down. And this one here with the soft waves, again, just gently take your ink pad over that, whatever colour you're using. And that's it, you never get the same thing twice. Now this needs cutting, so it's already 13.5 by 13.5 square, I think, is that right? Yes. And then I need to cut 2 strips. So I need one that is 6 and one that is 3.5 centimetres. So 6 and 3.5 centimetres. So cut the 2, you will have a bit left over. And if you wanted to use that for something else, you could have cut first before you put your ink on, and then you'd have this, you'll have this piece left to use in a different project. So that is that bit. I think we'll make that up, so you then have layers. You've got your layer. I think now that I've done all the inking, but I'm going to take this away because that might be, that ink on there might still be a bit wet and I don't want it transferring to project. I've just turned it over though. So let's mount our layers after we've done the sentiment. So on that one we've done, the first one I did congratulations. At this time I think I should be able to fit happy retirement on there, which is a handy one. Or what's the other one that's long? Best wishes. No, we'll just go with happy retirement. But you can, you know, you can dig out whatever sentiment you have that you'd like to use there. And we'll just bring out the Knight of Navy again. There we go. And what, oh, I did have another wee inky thing I needed to do, but I think I might be all right with that. We'll leave it till the end, right? So we'll mount up for this one. I think we'll just go with the coloured sails one. That's quite a moody looking sea, isn't it? Or, you know, just blue. It kind of looks like a Delft tile, doesn't it? Let's put the glue on here and we put a bit more glue than normal because of the different levels of that. So I'm going to put this onto the 14 centimetre square of Knight of Navy. Just layering it up. So that's that one. Right now, why is that? Did I cut that to? Now I'm doubting myself. Right, that's only 6. and it should be 6.5, so I think I've brought the wrong layer out. No. Okay, where's my card base gone? Yeah, that's been cut incorrectly, so it may be like that on your... I hope I've not done that on the samples as well. I did cut them at a different time to this, so... Right, have I any more Night of Navy around? Oh my goodness, let me just get... Oh, I've got a sheet here. That should have been 6.5. So this is a bit messy anyway. So, right, 13.5. Is it? No, it's 14. Sorry about this. Hope I'm not confusing. You've got them all written down. Right, 14 and 6.5 for this layer. Again, sorry. Right, so just these, just to give us a sort of idea of a seascape. And then this one on here. Just have to give it a moment for the glue to grab. So that's the 4 pieces to go onto the card base. So we'll start with the largest. So just, again, use wet glue unless you've got particularly quick eye and steady hand that you can line up easily. So that's the background, and obviously you can write in the back of there or you can write in here. It's absolutely your choice. Then we'll this one. It really is quite a straightforward card once you've got your base card put together. Just layers. And then this one. There we go, that's that bit. Now to decorate, we have, well, I've just got a whole lot of die cut pieces. You should have kind of about the right amount in your pack. I've just got leftover bits. But what I was going to say to you was I decorated the front panel with some die cut shells, and I have included some in your kit. And these are from the Notes and Totes bundle. It's got shells. There's a fantastic wee bundle where you can make a gift bag and you can add that to cart. It's like a bag. It's like a beach bag. I did have one on my desk. Why is it when I want one it's disappeared? Weird. It's been sitting here for a week. No, it's not there. What's that about? Anyway, the Notes and Totes. And you got the dies for these two shells. And I have Petal Pink ink. And I just dip them in, and then I'll just flip. You can use tweezers if you don't want to risk. I've made them quite, so that colour will dry back a bit. So again, just to decorate the front, just basically gluing these on to, whoops, oh, it keeps jumping. Do we have that one on there and just that one over there? Just whatever. I'm just gluing them flat because I think this card's got enough bulk in it. See, even when I tell you not too much glue, I still put too much glue myself. I think we'll just leave it at that, and then I'll make up some boats. Just, you can just die cut loads of these if you have the set. So just this sales with the what is this DSP called? Is it Happy Life or something? I can't even remember. Oh dear me. Haha. Just cut it from scraps. I think it's retired anyway, or maybe it's on last chance. So just add boats wherever you want to give you this a nice 3D effect. I mean, they can go either way around. Just putting a few dots on the sail so that the undersail, and then Just sticking that on there. Whoops. And then we'll add this to the stormy, turbulent sea there. And then maybe two smaller ones there if we have. I don't know what's left in here. Oh yeah, we've got some small sails here too. And another small one. So I say just use whatever takes your fancy. You do have to be careful with these dingy dies because they're quite fragile at the bottom of the mast, and that's way too much glue. Let's take that off. I'll just put some of that glue on. There's still more glue on here. Waste not, want not. You just add as you want to. And then we have some of the stars. Well, we did have, again, they were here a minute ago. Here you go. These beautiful foam stars. I think they just add something extra here. Excuse me while I drop things everywhere. You can just, I don't, even just these ones are quite, the dark ones. I think we've got an addition of a grey hair there. Oh well, the joys. So there you have another. Again, you could use some of the linen thread. There's the Notes and Totes bag. I was going to show you one that I've made up. Receipts and die cuts, and oh, could have given them to someone today. Receipts and in there, but this one's been bashed about. But you can add, there's things like sunglasses, and there's the shells, there's pockets, there's loads to play with that set. Right, I don't know where to put the linen thread. Did I put it? No, here it is. I think it's behind something. Here we go. You could. Ooh. I don't know. So you can do, remember in the brownies and the guides, right over left. I've got hair sticking to my finger, I don't know. And under. And then left over right. And under. And then you have a perfect reef knot. And then you could just simply trim that. and then a glue dot. You could just add that as well, just as another wee bit of interest on your card. So that basically that is it. I mean, you can decorate as much or as little as you like, and yeah, I don't know how. I'm just going to stand up so I can see what you're seeing. It's not the easiest. There you go, let you see that way. And then if you lay it flat, it will keep bouncing up. But that is it when it's laying flat and would be in the envelope. So thank you so much for sticking to the end. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please give me a thumbs up, and yeah, press the bell icon if you want notified when I'm on again. Thank you so much.